I'm standing alone in my kitchen, staring at something that makes no sense. A small padded envelope sits on the counter like it's daring me to touch it. Inside are dog tags. Dog tags I personally placed into the ground 17 years ago. Attached to them is a folded piece of paper. One short message, written in a hand I would recognize even in the dark. Dad, I'm alive. Ward 7B, VA Denver. Please come alone. Jake. My son died in Fallujah in 2007. I know that because I stood in a sterile room and identified what was left of him. I know that because I watched a flag get folded with ceremonial precision at Arlington. I know that because for 17 straight years, every single Sunday, I spoke to a cold marble headstone like it could hear me. And yet, this handwriting is his. The way the letters tilt forward, the way he never fully closes his lowercase a's, the same signature he used in letters from boot camp, from Germany, from Iraq. My hands start shaking so badly I have to grip the counter to stay upright. The postmark says Denver, 3 days ago. No return address, just those tags, clean, shiny, new. I sit down before my legs give out. Let me tell you about my son. Jake was 23 when he enlisted, fresh out of college, business degree, a job offer waiting for him in Dallas, good money, benefits, stability. His mother and I thought his future was set. Then September 11th happened. That October he came home for the weekend and told us he'd joined the Marines, combat engineer. His mother cried for 2 days. I said nothing because half of me understood and the other half wanted to protect him from the world forever. The night before he shipped out, he said, "Dad, I know you're scared. I am too, but I can't live knowing other people's sons are fighting while I sit behind a desk." I hugged him, told him I loved him, told him to come home. His first deployment ended in 2006. He came back alive, but changed, quieter. Troubled by nightmares he refused to explain. Then came the second deployment, January 2007. The last time I spoke to Jake was March 15th. 3 in the morning my time, a choppy satellite call. "I'm tired, Dad," he said, "but we're doing good things, building schools, water systems, it matters. When are you coming home?" I asked. "June," he said. "We'll go fishing, that cabin in Montana, just you and me." He laughed. "I love you, Dad. I love you too, son." 4 days later, Marines in dress blues stood on my porch. I already knew, IED, outside Fallujah, direct hit, 4 killed. They asked me to identify the remains. At Dover Air Force Base, they showed me his dog tags, his watch, the one I gave him for his 21st birthday. The inscription was still readable. "Time spent with family is time well spent." They pulled back the sheet. I confirmed it was my son. We buried him with full honors. My wife never recovered. She died 3 years later. Cancer, they said, but I knew better. I've been alone ever since. 17 years later, I'm holding dog tags that shouldn't exist. These are identical to the ones they gave me at Dover, but untouched. No fire damage, no bends, no blackening. I pack a bag. I drive from Austin to Denver without sleeping. When I call the VA hospital about Ward 7B, they tell me it doesn't exist. Then a man comes on the line, calm, careful. "Mr. Donovan, when you arrive, enter through the east entrance. Ask for Dr. Morrison. Do not mention Ward 7B again." At 3 in the morning, a security guard escorts me through corridors that don't appear on any map. We stop at a door. "Room 7, the guard says quietly. "He's been waiting." I knock. "Come in, Dad." That voice. 17 years vanish in an instant. He's older, scarred, thinner, gray in his hair. But his eyes, those gray-green eyes, are the same. I pull him into my arms. He's warm, solid, alive. The truth comes out slowly. The explosion happened. The convoy burned. His body was thrown clear. The remains I identified belonged to another Marine. Same build, same height. Records crossed. Chaos. Jake was in a coma. No ID, no memory. By the time he remembered who he was, Jake Donovan was already dead and buried. So he stayed dead. For 10 years he served in places he can't name, missions he can't describe, a ghost with no past. Now he's medically retired, And he broke every rule just to tell me one thing: he isn't gone. But he can never be Jake again, only Jacob Morrison. I don't hesitate. I leave Texas. I leave the grave. I sell the house. I choose my living son over a stone marker. Now we fish together, eat breakfast on Sundays, watch baseball on Wednesdays. People see a grieving father and a wounded veteran who found family. They don't need to know the truth. After 17 years of mourning a lie, I'll take this complicated miracle any day, because my son is alive, and finally, so am I.